Hey, what's going on, college football fans? Aaron Murray here with another Snaps edition of the quarterback breakdown. We're going to look at week 2, Jalen Milroe in Alabama against USF. Overall thoughts. A lot of struggle around Jalen. Offensive line, I thought, was pretty piss poor in the game. And the run protection and the pass protection. Thought receivers at the time couldn't really create a lot of separation. Jalen got some happy feet, mostly because of the offensive line. So, did he regress? Did he not regress? I'll let the tape do the talking, as this will be my third time watching this game with you all as we break it down. So we'll make the decision afterwards about where he is. Week 2, new system with Kalen DeBoer. But most importantly, Alabama got the win. So it's better to coach off a win than a loss. I know it was scary through really the first 3 quarters of the game versus the Bulls, who did a lot of unique stuff in the Blitz game that confused this offense line. I know they're banged up front. I know there's some injuries, some replacements up there. But I thought USF did a good job with some of the confusion. So let's dive into the tape. Going to have an inside fade he's going to throw here to number 2 in the slot. It's press across the board. I like the decision. You're just going to get one-on-one inside fade. Safety's in the middle of the field. I think he does a good job. You can tell his eyes are looking down the middle of the field, making sure he does not get over there too early for the safety. It's hard to make this throw when there's someone coming down at your feet. And this is going to be a theme throughout the day. People, you see him falling down, trying to make a throw down the field. It's really, really tough to do as a quarterback. Yeah, those backup offense linemen for Alabama, little rough day. All right, we're going to get a double post with a deep cross. So post, going to get a deep cross. Bad blocking again, but this receiver's got to go. You got to get over here, my man. Just this way too slow. And then he ends up running into the defender. It's an absolute mess. You're trying to go 2-on-1. You have the perfect coverage. He's going to take him. He's going to take him. And then now this guy needs to be screeching over here, and you're going to high-low once again this defender. Let me clean this up real quick for y'all. So we're going to high-low him. If you're over here right now, Jalen can dump it. If he comes up, then you have all this space to throw the football. So just bad route running, bad protection once again. Jalen's got to unfortunately get hit as he's throwing it. The ball kind of flutters, and luckily for them, not an interception. Oh, by the way, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support, man. Having a lot of fun doing this. All right, they love the vertical passing game. The amount of times that we're going to talk about 4 verts in this game or 3 verts in this game, it's a lot. Vertical, he's going to motion down. He's going to have a vertical. He's going to have a vertical, and then we're going to have a little shallow cross as well. Jalen takes the outside guy. I just want to talk about the number 3 guy, number 3 receiver. With this safety being so deep, you can take this higher. Take it higher, and we're going to see this later in the game about a deep cross. You can take it higher and then let the quarterback shave you down. When you start coming down automatically with your route, you allow this DB to get on top of you, and then you just can't really go anywhere further because you've already shaved off the route. So, for me, I would have loved to see this receiver take it here and then allow Jalen to throw him here if he wanted to. So, because that way you get the DB running more north and south, and then you can bend it off. Instead of, if you bend it off now, you can't really then go north and south. You kind of have already made up your mind which way you're going to go. So if you're going to bend it like this, what you really need to do is, stair step the defender a little bit more. So you got to get into him, give him some feeling like you're going to go north, and then break it off. Don't just gradually run across the field. It's just too easy to cover at that point. So think better route running. And if you do have that, this is one where we've shown this in other games and breakdowns. There's a lot of space here. If you know it's man-to-man coverage, this number 3 inside guy is kind of the guy to hit right now. There's just a lot of room to throw the ball. He decides to go outside. He likes his one-on-one. Just needs to throw it earlier and throw it farther. You're trying to throw a ball 50, 60 yards down the field. I know he's got a big arm, but get it up and down a little bit sooner. Could have been a big play down the field on the 3 verts with the shallow. Love the condensed split here by the Z on the what I would call a shorty route. It's just it's a little seam. Some people call it a glance route, whatever you want to call it. We're going to motion over. Love the motion. So he's in a condensed set. That ends up being like the Z. And you got leverage on this guy now. So that's a beautiful thing. So like, if this defender gets to the middle of the field, you're going to have outside leverage on this glance route to your receiver, confirm he's going there. Now this is easy. This is too easy for Jalen. You just want to make sure this guy comes up a little bit, but there's still plenty of room to get around that linebacker. Sees it, throws it. Would have loved a little bit better throw to the inside where the receiver can catch it and just stay on the move. Maybe score a touchdown instead of a catch and tackle. But good read, good route design from DeBoer and the offensive staff. This is just it's a touchdown run. I mean, we're gonna have a couple of these where it's just like he's just the best athlete on the field. I mean, look at this, just boop boop. It's like backyard football. So smooth, so powerful, and the speed. It is tough to defend, man, when you got a guy like that in the backfield running the football at the quarterback spot. Once again, another 4 verts. Problem with this one is you just got to win on the outside. I mean, you're Alabama, for goodness sakes. Like, win. He's going up top. It's quarter. So quarters turns into man when everyone goes vertical. So like, if he goes vertical, he's got him. Once he goes vertical, he's got him. Then they're locked up and then locked up on the outside as well. So it's man on man across the board. And you just got to win, my man. And you're getting pushed into the boundary. Like, there is nowhere for this quarterback to throw the football. Like, he is already out of bounds almost. He's already out of bounds. Like, you have to establish the red line 5 yards inside the out of bounds mark, try and stack up, and then give the quarterback some room to fade you to the boundary. There's nowhere to throw this football but out of bounds for Jalen. Nowhere to throw it. All right. So this is something that we talked about. USF bringing some pressures that really confused Bama. So I think Bama right here is saying, okay, we feel a little bit of rotation from this guy down. We have still at the end of the day, it's just a numbers game. You have 3 receivers, so you have to have 3 defenders over here. I mean, so like what Alabama did, and I'm going to go to the back view, and I'm probably going to jump back and forth from the back view to the front view as we kind of break this down so you can see it all. Is they went a Larry protection, or at least what I would call Larry protection. So what a Larry protection says is, hey, it's a 4-man slide. So like a rocket laser would be like a 5-man slide, either one way or the other. Larry was what we would say if we want a 4-man slide. So it's to the left for the offensive line. It's as you're watching it, it's to your right. So Larry means he's out, he's out, he's out, he's out. So everyone's working this way. Everyone's working to where I'm pointing to right now. So let's go back to the other view, because they feel like there's going to be a 2-man pressure. They think these 2 guys are coming, so they can pick them up, and then the tackle's one-on-one backside with the defensive end. But someone can't blitz, because you have to have 3 guys to cover. So like, you don't need to Larry this. What you could do is just 5-0 this. So you essentially sort both sides. So center's locked up on him. These 2 take the most dangerous of the 2 on this side, and these 2 take the most dangerous 2 of 3 on this side, and then the running back scans. Unless you 100% know there's some overload blitz, just 5-0 it. Like there's not enough numbers to that side where I think you need a 4-man slide. So they do the 4-man slide. You see him pointing, hey, Larry, we're going this way. We're going this way. Everyone's going this way. You're on an island by yourself. All of us are going this direction. Unfortunately, this running back then has the most dangerous of these 2 guys coming to the left. So let's back that up real quick. I hope I'm not nerding this out too much for you guys. So again, like, they're gone. These 4 are gone. Now running back has 1 to 2, or whoever's most dangerous, whoever's first, if they come this way. If he came this way, they'd be able to protect it. But since he came this way, there's not enough bodies to protect. So he takes the most dangerous. That leaves this guy wide open, scot-free at the quarterback. So bad identification by the offensive line. He's able to get out of it, no sack. But that's when Jalen needs to say, like, no. Like, I don't need a full, not a, essentially a 4-man slide. Like I know they can't bring 2 from that side based on our 3-man, 3 men to that side. So good film study. Hope that made sense to everyone watching and wasn't too into the weeds. Let's exit out of that view. All right, 3 verts with a shallow. So we're gonna get vert. I think he's one of these guys. I think this is one of the motion. He's gonna hit there, and then he's gonna have the bender, and they're gonna run a Tampa 2 type coverage, which is a really good. So safety's high. He's kind of the middle, like that linebacker dropping. So he's gonna run across his face, and he's going to bend it across this safety. And then you have a 2-on-1 on that safety. He threw a touchdown versus this similar coverage a week ago where the safety sat on the inside and he threw it deep on the outside, for those who remember. This safety is getting pretty deep and wide, does a good job bending it. Just a little bit more accurate throw would be nice. The receiver has to fall down for it, but good read on the 2 deep to be able to hit it. 4 verts again. Receivers just doesn't win. God, they love them some 4 verts now. And just look at the top of your screen. Doesn't win up top. No separation. Not much you can do there. Maybe try back shoulder, but just nothing there. All right, we're going to get another Larry blitz, a Larry call here from the offensive line. So let's show the view just so you guys can kind of see this once again. So we're getting a Larry. So it puts 1, 2, 3, 4 on 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I think he's going to go out to him, and then running back has to take him. So let's check it out. You see it right there. Bam. 77 goes left. Go Larry. So tackle's locked up. Running back has 1 to 2. If they brought both, they'd be in trouble again, but they only bring 1 this time. Running back gets stuck. Like running back, like you have 1 to 2. I think going back, running back might have thought that tackle was going to come out and he'd have him maybe. So like he stepped up where he should have just been reading 1 to 2. These are things that you got to work on your blitz pickup. All right, let's nerd it out again. Go back, man. We're getting a lot of high end zone views on this game plan. I said South Carolina, or assuming it's South Florida. I should know this. I'm from Tampa. Did a good job. All right. Here what they did is they just did a 5-0. So we talk about layer, Roger, 4-man slides, rocket, laser, or complete 5-man slides one way or the other. 5-0 is you're locked up, and like we said, right guard, right tackle will take the most dangerous 2 of 3 to the right. Left guard, left tackle will take the most dangerous 2 of 3 to the left. And then running back is going to take anyone else. What they could do is, like, if he dropped and this guy blitzed, they could squeeze it where then he would squeeze down, take him. He would take the linebacker. But these guys are setting here, and then usually time it's just like, okay, running back, you have everyone else. So I thought the running back did a really good job here. They made the 5-0 call. He sees the blitz. He comes up there and gets it. It's just the right tackle gets whooped. Right tackle gets destroyed. Nothing you can do as a quarterback there. I think that's the last time we do protections. That's for my boy Cole Kublick right there. So, Cole, if I screwed anything up for an offensive line perspective, please let me know. I love learning the position. I think I know what I'm talking about most of the time when it comes to protections, but Cole does a great job for those, obviously, in Alabama that watch all of his stuff when it comes to offensive line play. Deep cross concept here from Alabama, Jalen. They're going to motion over. He's going to run a circus route on the backside. So he's going to stem in, get vertical, break it out. You're going to have the deep cross. You're going to have, I believe, the tight end in the flat. So you're just going to read high to low here. Once again, just pressure doesn't really let him get through the read in time. This pocket is, he's having to step up, move. That does a good job locating the tight end, getting a completion, getting the first down. So for those who watched my Auburn breakdown earlier, you saw this play. We talked about that Georgia ran a similar play the week before where they hit the receiver up the field. You're just going to get play action. He's clearing. He's the wheel route. You're getting someone in the flat too. And then I think maybe like a deep cross, I'm guessing. But Georgia hit the wheel route. Auburn hit the flat route. Alabama's going to hit the wheel route. Probably would have loved him to throw it now. Instead, like he waits a little bit longer, pressure in his face, having to throw it, receiver catches it, falls down. So little things, once again, that preventing even bigger plays down the field. My RPO with the fade, you're going to get a fade down here. I like it, man. Look at the safeties. Everyone's down. You get the one-on-one. Man, this is a lot of grabbing. Like, look at the DB. He is grabbing the shit out of his jersey and no call. I mean, yanking it. Ball just off. I mean, good ball right off the receiver's hands. Thought that was a little bit of a PI on the defense. All right, four verts again, and same thing. Receivers cannot create any separation on the outside. Like this is not a good sign. Like South Florida is playing man to man, bump and run at the line of scrimmage, and these receivers cannot create separation. Cannot create separation. That is not good. All right, we'll just sit back and enjoy this one. Gets called back for a hold, but look at this. Right foot in the ground. Go. Will always be the fastest player on the field. Unbelievable. High angle with deep cross, no separation again. A lot of jersey pulling, so we're going to get play action. He's going to fake the cross, take it high. You're going to get the deep cross on top of it. He ends up throwing this guy, and no separation, but I do think there's a lot of jersey grabbing here once again. Like right there, like there's a yank. He yanked him. He's yanking him. Almost makes a catch. I mean, number two needs it. Like that's twice that number two has been yanked, and he's not selling it. He needs to watch more European soccer and learn how to sell it or start bitching a little bit more, because that is twice that he's, to my opinion, has been grabbed and it has not been called on him down the field. All right, this is one where you start, as a quarterback, you start seeing things in the pocket. And listen, the protection is not great here, but you can see he's just, and there's a guy in his face, 100%. There's a guy in his face. But you should see right now, this middle of the field is wide open. They're playing man with this rat player kind of coming up a little bit too aggressively to spy the quarterback. There's no one in the field. Like you just have to, right now, hit that back foot and throw that dig route. This tight end is open. And there is enough separation between you and this defender to throw the football. And he's staring at it. He wants to throw it. Just, you got to rip it. You have to know that, like, the middle of the field vacates. I got a dig route. Let me just buy enough time and just throw it to a spot for my guy to catch it across the field. Circus route. This is the one where the DB and receiver get tangled up. So once again, he's going to run a circle route from the circus route from here. Going to kind of break it in a little bit and then break it out. I think DB just makes a good break on the ball. I think this is a good no call. I know they were debating this on the broadcast, but he's going for the ball. Feet get tangled a little bit. All right, we're going to have what I call for those who've watched it, a run it route to the outside. So we're going to motion. So it's 3rd and 7. You're going to run it route, which is about 8 yards. It's a locked hitch, and it's a 3 no hitch throw the football and trust it versus man. 1, 2, 3. Ball should be out, and it is in the right here to the right shoulder where your guy catches it and hopefully gets the first down or maybe a PI. But like he's looking at it and yeah, there's this right tackle's getting beat, but this ball should be out. This ball should be out. And I know it's blanket coverage, but like you have to say, like, I trust my guy has to win this one-on-one coverage. And then you come back in the film and the coach has to make the determination of like, okay, this guy can't win. But It's man-to-man coverage. You have an 8-yard stop route. You have to hit that back foot and rip this football to this receiver. Or throw the inside fade. Like one of them. Like if you like this matchup, then throw this matchup. But like just throw one of them. It's in this also too. Like we talk about this dig route versus man. Look at this. It's the same thing as we saw before. I know he maybe needs a split of time, but like man-to-man coverage, man, if you got a guy that can win, that's twice versus man-to-man that digs come open for Alabama. All right, we're gonna get a little double post with a deep cross. Remember what I talked about earlier about these guys like taking the angle a little bit higher? This is one where I would have loved. Oh, this isn't it. This is just a deep cross, not double. There's no safety deep. You got a big post route with a cross. First off, like I love post routes, so like I'm launching this. Like this guy's turned towards the sideline. There's no safety. Like just throw it as far as you can to the middle of the field. Just throw it as far as you can to the middle of the field. Like out here, he catches a touchdown. But there's another one. Like once again, just take it a little bit higher. Like the further you bring it this way, the more this guy comes, and you just get squeezed for the quarterback. Like I would like this angle to be here. And if I want to as a quarterback, I can throw you there. Once again, like it is hard let me erase this. It is hard for a receiver to break it off with this much space. I get it, like if it's man and you want to stair step and break it across, but like you got enough space right now where like you should not feel like you have to break it off. It is hard for you to do this and then this. It is easy for you to do this and then break it this way. And it just makes it a harder throw for the quarterback. No one open, terrible protection. I got in my notes for this one. Once again, no one's there. Just got to kind of try and make a play. All right, we're going to get mesh a couple times. So for those who've been on the show, we got crosser, a sit down versus zone, and I believe a wheel route as well. So, it's really meant for man, can work for zone. Good job. Got to run with speed, try to clear this out. And ends up hitting the number one guy. Green grass, keep on the move, like the decision. All right, we're going to get a RPO, run pass option, Omaha route, free access. Just like we talked about last week, I think his feet are in a better position here to throw this Omaha. Like he's actually, facing this way. Remember last week to the right, he was like facing this way, trying to throw across his body. At least he's in a better position, but still like got to keep that ball outside for the receiver to catch it. All right, this is one where it's a sprint out Omaha route to the receiver. So they're going to try to create a natural rub. And this, you want to be able to get the ball out on 3, 5 at the latest. It is 1, 2, 3 ball out, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball out. But watch his feet, Jalen's feet. He starts to, you see all those little steps? Let's go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look, the ball's late. He just takes too many steps. Like this ball needs to be out now. And you put it right here where he catches it and goes. The more steps you take, the more this guy has a chance to recover and make a play. Like this ball needs to be already like here, him running, catching it, turning out the sideline and getting in the end zone. It is late. The receiver has to catch it and turn and then tackle. 1, 2, 3, balls out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, balls out. Whatever one you feel good with, you can't do 7. And you saw how uncomfortable he was because he started chopping his feet with it. All right, last one. We talk about, we talk a million times when you guys watch these quarterback breakdowns about the mesh and how first zone, this middle sit down, it's kind of your guy. Well, we finally got it. For once, the middle sit down comes wide open for the touchdown. Good job climbing the pocket. You see the meshes. So you're going to get a mesh, you're going to get a mesh, and then you're going to get the sit down about 10 yards. And he does a good job stepping up, finding them, and then gets the completion for the touchdown. So overall, like, I wouldn't say like Jalen's regressed at all. I thought this was, to me, a really, not a really bad, but it was a bad performance for the offensive line. I thought numerous times that we talked about no separation from the receivers. I thought some of the routes could have been a little bit cleaner from the receivers too. Was it Jalen's best game? No, but like, I don't think he had a lot of help either. So I'll give him a B minus. 4 touchdowns, got the win. Little things that need to clean up. This offense needs to be better around him when it's all said and done. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you for another quarterback breakdown here really, really soon.